So that is very important. We got item 19 in financial performance. We talked about that. One key topic here is the item 19 will read differently. So let's set the expectation. Some will be blank if it's a newer brand or they change their model. They're kind of redoing things. Some will have the profit and loss of every franchisee that has over a year of performance before the closing, which is usually, if today is June 4th of 25. So the franchise, usually the data ends, usually it would end December 31st of 2024, depending on their fiscal year. And that could change depending on the brand. So so going through that, reviewing it, making sure you're comfortable with it. Some will give you just top level, top 25%, next 25, the third quarter and the fourth, kind of breaking it down, what they're doing on average. Ultimately, you're getting your kind of investment range. You're putting together a pro forma. There's going to be some variables there. Costs could go up. Maybe you hire an employee, it costs you a little bit more. Your involvement's going to be a little bit less. Now you need a general manager. You got to factor all this stuff in so you know exactly what your break even is and you know exactly what you need to bring in revenue in order to make a profit on a monthly basis. Really important stuff, but ultimately you're going to ask these specific questions to the franchisees. Keep in mind, today's June 4th. So from January 1st until today, none of this information that has occurred is going to be in the current FDD because it only gets updated once a year. Usually they come out in the spring. So talking to the franchisees, hey, you started in December, you got about 6 months in, talk to me about, was the investment in line? What are some things I should consider? Maybe some ways to cut costs. Financially, have you made a profit? Were you able to pay yourself? What does that look like? Remember, everyone's situation is different. Some people don't need to pay themselves, so they're able to reinvest back in the business. And some people do need to pay themselves. So ask those questions and dive in a little bit deeper. Prepare 5 to 10 questions. When we work one-on-one, I think we have a listing of about 40 questions that we have prepared that I sent to all of the families that I work with. I'd love to share that with you.
You've analyzed the documents and financials, but how can an expert guide help you see the bigger picture and avoid common pitfalls? We'll now cover the essential role of a franchise consultant. Listen to episode 247 of the Franchise Freedom Podcast to learn more.